Hey and welcome guys. This is Lisa's laddering tips. This is Lisa's tips on how to trade. I've got little tips and tricks that I do along the way and I'm going to help you learn how I do things. So let me share the screen and I'm going to show you Acro today. Now Acro is a trade that I have going on Twitter currently and I'll explain how I get the buy zone on my charts. So basically this is we're in a third wave of Acro. We've completed our first wave. We know that the wave can't cross the wave one, so we know that it's going to hold around this region. So when we put a Fibonacci on, so let me take that off and I will show you how it is put on. So when we get the Fibonacci retracement tool, we find the waves here. So the bottom of the wave is the 0 because we're looking at retracement, and the is a 1, and the top of the wave is a 0 because this is obviously we want to see how far the waves are going to retrace. So we know that ideally majority of crypto retraces to the 618, which is the golden zone, 618 to the 65 and the 786. So in that range is normally a strong buy area, unless it's a super bullish coin and then it corrects higher up. But usually on this wave, we will see between that zone. So right now we're sitting on the golden zone. I've placed my first order. So I'm breaking it down into 4 orders. So how this kind of works, my first order is placed on that 0.65 right inside the golden zone. So it is at 47.6. So the next wave is, so that will be 25% position. So then I'll have another 25% position at 4.6. And this next position, I will have at a 20% position at 0.448. And then another 20% position at 437. Now, if it does fall below that, I've got 10% more that I will put into that trade. And then once that trade is complete, I will then put a stop loss underneath at 3%. So how I get the stop loss is, let's go to our tools. We get a short position. So say this is my last entry on this. I will then look for a 3% stop. So we move this up around there. So my stop loss will then be in this region. So sometimes they're at about 5% depending on how bullish the coin is, but mostly they're around 3%. So on a swing trade, they can be a little bit looser. There's a little bit more room to move. So we've got our 4 ladders. So if we go to Binance, this is the Binance chart. We can see how easy it is to ladder your trades. So when you're entering the trade, you're in a spot trade, you go to your limit orders, and then you drag this to 25%. So when it gets to 25%, then you can place your order, you add the numbers where you want to buy it, say it's 0.44, and then you would press buy Acro. So, and rinse repeat. So if you want to buy at 0.43, then you place the next order. So that's essentially how you do it. Now to ladder out of the trade so that you've got more funds to put into other cryptocurrencies once you've got some profits. So how I like to do it, we're in a bullish market. So at the moment, I am just pushing my stop losses up and up and up. And when I've got enough profits, then I take some of that out and I move it to another coin that's just about to start moving. So how that works is we've got target 1 here, target 2 here, target 3. So on target 3, I will push my stop loss up on every one. So that it pushed up to the previous target so that I'm locking in those profits. And then at target 3, I will take out 50% of my profits. So the reason I do that is because I'm looking for a new entry in a new coin, because at this point I have made a lot of profits. So if I'm in a long position from here, I've made nearly 100% profits. So at around 90 to 100% profits, that's when I look for the next trade. So I let 50% run and I set a stop loss. And then if it comes down on the stop, obviously I will look for a re-entry on that chart or another chart and continue on. So that's how I would do it. So at the present time, I'm pushing the stop losses up. You can sell positions, so you can sell 20% of your position here, 20% of your position here, and as the waves, because the waves, as you can see, do come down and correct. So you can, you know, continue to buy and sort of compound that trade as well. So, you know, if you've entered here, say you enter in this position here, and the waves have moved to the target 2 and you've taken 50% out, or say you've taken 25% out at this point, when the waves have come back down, you can start laddering back that 25% back into that trade. So therefore compounding that trade again and to make more profits. It's another really, really good way of just adding to the profits and adding to the profits. So I ladder into the trade in 4 or 5 ladders, sometimes 6. And then out of the trade, I slowly take profits. And each and every time it hits the target, I push my stop loss up into profits, excuse me. And the stop loss is under the 4-hour swing low. So a swing low is found where the wave is the lowest on that 4-hour that swings low. So that is how I do it. Any questions, please ask me in the messages down here, and thank you for watching.